Well, good morning. This is Glenda Robichaux, and I have a special guest with me today, Julie Milliken. She's going to be helping me out while Julie Gromitz is off today for just, sometimes we need some time away. So today is January 31st, and we're going to be talking about essential oils and personal care. Go for it, girl.
Okay, this is Julie Milliken, and I'm going to be talking about the January promotions. The first is the Terra Greens are 10% off this month. And then our new January promotion is the New Year, New You. And if you don't know anyone that's a member yet, now is the time to get some enrollees. If you sign them up for the LRP, this month or next month, and they have 100 PV, then the following month, if they have 100 PV, the third month they will get 100 PV automatically.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to skip back here, Julie. The reactivation campaign, today is the last day. So if you know anyone that's already a member, but they haven't ordered since August, they place a standard order, they'll get a bottle of Breathe free if their order is 100 PV. And if they start a loyalty rewards order, they'll get, and it's 100 PV, they'll get a free On Guard and a free Breathe. Also, if their account is up for renewal, they're able to get the renewal fee waived this month. They just might want to call into customer service to reactivate their account, but that ends today.
Okay, I was told, because I did a research, because I have a customer, and you only have to place, you go into your cart and just put one item in there. It could be a bottle of lemon or a bottle of frankincense, and that will automatically reactivate it, and there will be no $25 fee, but then you also don't get the free bottle of peppermint.
Oh, well, that's good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alrighty, so I am going to talk about essential oils and personal care today. Thank you, Julie, for talking about our promotions.
Yeah, you're welcome.
It's just nice to have another soul with me online here. But Julie Gromitz and I really, for the month of January, we really tried to focus on wellness. And this last month, seeing as I think we had 5 Wednesdays in January, I thought it would be cool to talk about personal care because it kind of falls into our little wellness bubble. And something that I really want you to think about before I get started is if you're new to essential oils and or newer to doTERRA, I want you to think about when you get up in the morning, all the different products that you're using on your body, whether it's in the shower or just, skincare, makeup, hair products. Just really want you to think about each of those. And a lot of what Julie and I talked about earlier this month was part of wellness is reducing our toxic load that we put on ourselves. Granted, there's some things that we cannot reduce, such as the air we're breathing, water we're drinking, environmental toxins. Some of those are more challenging to avoid, but think about all those products you're putting on your body. And I invite you to, if you haven't already, to start looking at all the ingredients and really thinking about that. Because anything that you put on your body goes in your body. Anything that you put on your skin gets into your bloodstream. So I just want to plant that little seed before I get started here. So using essential oils for personal care. First of all, essential oils can be very helpful to skin and hair. Can also be very cleansing to our oral care, mouth, teeth, and gums, and just great for general hygiene and beauty. And why would you use essential oils in your personal care? Number one, they're pure, safe, and they're non-toxic. And that's very important to me. And they're very easy to incorporate into your daily routine. doTERRA has amazing skincare products, hair care products, so I'll go into a little bit of that. And then also, when you're using essential oils in your personal care, and Julie, maybe you can agree with this too. When I go places, people are just like, oh my God, you smell amazing.
All the time.
So why wouldn't you want to smell great as an added side benefit to using essential oils in your personal care? So the first thing we're going to talk about is the benefits of essential oils for skin. And some of the oils have very cleansing and purifying properties. Some essential oils are very soothing to the skin. Some are very nurturing. So essential oils have different chemical constituents to them, and that gives them their different properties and how they're best used on our skin. So some of the best essential oils for skin, I really liked this slide here. If you've got normal skin, I don't really know what normal skin is, but if you feel like your skin is normal, lavender would be really good. Lavender is very calming. Petitgreen is also very calming. Geranium, ylang ylang, juniper berry, copaiba, and Immortelle are anti-aging blend. If you tend to have more oily skin, there's a whole bunch of oils listed there. Our HD Clear is a blend that doTERRA has that is amazing for blemishes, for acne, and for more oily skin. If your skin tends to be on the drier side, something like sandalwood or geranium, cedarwood, lavender, patchouli, those are going to be really great. And then for mature skin, the Immortelle Anti-Aging Blend is amazing. Myrrh and frankincense are fabulous. Spikenard. And then there's some recommendations for oily and dry skin. And what is really awesome is most of doTERRA's skincare products incorporate these oils. So we have 3 different lines of skincare. I'm not getting too far ahead of myself here. And the HD Clear line, actually now I think about it, I don't have a picture for each of those lines, but the HD Clear has a roller ball and comes in a foaming face wash and also has a really light moisturizer. And that tends to be for skin that you have more issues trying to keep your skin clear. I love to use Melaleuca or the HD Clear is really great. It just kind of helped drying that out. And then of course in the winter here in Minnesota, they just released our essential skincare line, and they kind of gave it a little upgrade, and it has this beautiful eye cream that's really nice, and also has 2 great moisturizers and a tightening serum as well. And then we also have our Virage line. So I know it can be kind of confusing, and I should have had a picture, but if you're interested in trying any of the skincare lines and you haven't yet, please reach out to someone that can help get a sample in your hands of those, because they're amazing. And we can help walk you through which one might be best. And maybe it's using a few products from each of the lines. I certainly do that. I love the Virage Hydrating Serum, but I tend to use the facial cleanser and the toner from the other skincare line. So just something to throw out there. But I also wanted to give some tips for when you're using essential oils on your skin. Carrier oils, I always use a carrier oil, especially if I'm using it on my face or, more sensitive skin. And especially if you're using it on children, you're going to want to dilute the oil. With our citrus oils, they are photosensitive. So if you're going to be going out into the sun or getting some UV rays, you're not going to want to use the citrus oil anywhere where you're going to be exposed to sun. Now, in Minnesota in the winter, I don't really worry about using my citrus oils because the sun really isn't out very often, although it is this morning, so that's nice. But you're going to want to be careful with those citrus oils. And then always dilute oils that are a lot warmer. Now, cassia, cinnamon, clove, cumin, oregano, and thyme, those I'm not going to use necessarily on my face. I would not recommend that at all. But if you had, the bottoms of the feet are a great spot, or if you have other Other things that you're trying to tackle that are on the skin, you're always going to want to dilute those oils because they're very hot when you put them on the skin and you don't want to feel that burn. So using something like fractionated coconut oil, jojoba oil, olive oil, something like that's going to help diffuse the intensity of the oil.
Glenda,
Yes.
one thing I've noticed with the copaiba is it's very, very drying. And my husband's been using it on his shins and his skin will flake. So that's another good one to use with the fractionated coconut oil is the copaiba.
Oh, that's good to know. I did not know that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're always learning new things. I just love it. So, using essential oils in your skincare. Oh, did I go backwards? I think that slide is in there twice. Anyway, it's great at cleansing and purifying the skin. Again, the oils are really great for helping reduce blemishes and imperfections. And in this picture, she's holding the Virage Hydrating Serum. That stuff is amazing. That's what I use on my face, around my eyes. And when you're using oils on your face, you don't want to get too close to your eyes, but gently putting it around, kind of where we get those beautiful wrinkles by our eyes. That stuff is magical. So I highly recommend that. And also essential oils just kind of help promote healthy looking complexion and skin. I know sometimes when I go out, people are like, oh my God, what skincare are you using? And it's amazing stuff. So another product that I totally love is the Reveal, oh gosh, what is it? It's not a mask, but it's a two-step process. And the first one, I put it on in the shower, and it is kind of gritty. So you kind of rub it in for a moment, and then you leave that on and you put the second one on, which is more like a gel, and you kind of rub it in and it gets a little warm, but then you rinse it all off and it feels so smooth. It's just amazing. And I always feel, you wouldn't want to do that every day. I maybe do it once a week. But it's amazing at how wonderful it is for our skin. And then we also got a comment from Megan. She's been putting rose under her eyes for dark circles, and it works wonders. Thanks for sharing, Megan. That's awesome. Very cool. So let's go to the next slide here. So I found this recipe for a lime ginger brown sugar scrub. And it's just stuff that you've probably got in your kitchen, some brown sugar. You can use fractionated coconut oil. If you don't have coconut oil, you could use olive oil. And then adding some lime and ginger. And this is great for, using in the shower, putting on your arms and your legs. Just be careful when you use a sugar scrub in the shower because the oil tends to make the floor of the shower a little slippery. So just a little added safety note there. And also, if you didn't want to do lime and ginger, you could switch it up to any oils that you wanted to put in this. But just a great little recipe and something fun. Oh, here we go. Sorry. There is a picture. So the skincare product lines, again, are the Virage, the HD Clear line, and then the Essential Skincare is not in that photo. And then the doTERRA Spa. And there was a shout out I want to give to the mud mask that is part of the doTERRA Spa line. That mud mask is fabulous. So on weeks when I don't do my Reveal little face wash, I will use the mud mask. Another great tip for the mud mask, this is kind of odd and maybe it's TMI, but you can use the mud mask under your arms. So sometimes I'll just put it under my arms, let it dry before I get in the shower, and then rinse it off. So if you sweat a lot and there's a strong odor to your sweat, you might just have some, for lack of a better term, some gunk hanging out in the lymph there. So the mud mask will help pull that stuff out. So just another tip for using the mud mask. So now we're going to switch tracks and talk about essential oils and hair care. I absolutely love this photo. I just think it's so pretty. um, and why would you use essential oils for your hair? Again, they have cleansing properties. They're going to be very nourishing and fortifying and promoting a healthy scalp. And some of the best essential oils for hair and scalp are listed there: geranium, rosemary, clary sage, ylang ylang, jasmine, sandalwood, melaleuca, peppermint, and Roman chamomile. And I just want to give a shout out to rosemary. I had surgery this summer, and my hair has not been, it's been falling out a little more than usual. Maybe it's my age, I don't know. But I've started putting a drop of rosemary on my scalp after I get out of the shower. And rosemary is a member of the mint family, so it does kind of, give that nice little tingle to my scalp. But it's also, I think, helping boost growth of my hair, which is really nice. Melaleuca is another great one. You could put a drop in your shampoo, especially if you've got kind of an itchy scalp or anything going on there. But these are just some great oils to incorporate into your hair care. And like I mentioned, you can add them to the shampoo or the conditioner. doTERRA has a shampoo and conditioner that are just beautiful. The shampoo is scented with wild orange and lime. And then the conditioner has more of a eucalyptusy lavender type scent, but they're just beautiful. And something else I didn't even think about when I was putting this slide together was I could be just putting rosemary in a spray bottle with some distilled water or any oil that you choose if you want to spray it on your hair. And another product that's amazing in that photo is the Root to Tip Serum. So sometimes I will use that. And I use the Root to Tip Serum a lot more in the winter because it really helps with the hair static and the flyaway hairs. And it just smells amazing. And then again, too, you can add, I'll add rosemary to the Root to Tip Serum and then kind of rub that into my scalp and rub it through my hair. So just some great hair care products and ideas. And then I thought this was cool, a geranium hair mask. And I had to look up why one would do a hair mask. And it was kind of neat. So apparently if you have really dry hair, doing a hair mask once in a while will kind of help moisturize. And so I thought this was really kind of cool. And again, these are just things you can find in the kitchen, and then grabbing your essential oil. So you just mix the eggs with some olive oil, add some honey, and then geranium oil, or if there's another oil that speaks to you, and mix it up till it's creamy, and then put it in your hair. And I did a little bit of digging around online, and it looks like you could leave it in your hair for a few minutes or, kind of whatever you're going for. But I thought this was really cool and something I had never heard of before. So happy to share that. If anyone tries the hair mask, I would love some feedback on what you think and how that
I'll try it.
Yeah. It doesn't sound cool.
It does. It sounds kind of weird with the honey, but
yeah,
we will try it because my ends are really dry right now with the winter.
And that's what I actually found in a little Googling yesterday, was that it really helps with split ends. And that when you put it in your hair, you really want to make sure you're kind of massaging it into the ends of your hair too.
Perfect. Good to know. Thanks.
Yeah. So the Salon Essentials, these are just amazing. And what I absolutely love is that the shampoo and conditioner, they now are selling in a liter bottle with a pump. So it's really nice to have in the shower. My husband loves the shampoo and conditioner too. So, we were going through the other bottles a little faster. So it's nice to have the liter bottle. Plus then you're just getting, a pump's worth out at a time. And then also what's really cool is that the shampoo and conditioner comes in little sample packets. So it's great to share with friends. It's also great for travel. Instead of having to bring the bottles, just throwing a few of the samples in your carry-on or your luggage. So those are really nice to have on hand. And then there's also a Healthy Hold Glaze. And my husband loves that. He uses it like as a hair gel. He really likes that product as well. So we use all of those in our house, and they're just so nice. And you get uplifted by the scent of the oil as you get ready for the day. So it's uplifting from that aspect, but then you're also getting those good things, in your hair going into your body versus, the harmful chemicals. So if you haven't tried any of those, I highly encourage giving them a try and just seeing what you think, or experimenting and making your own. There's lots of recipes out there for making your own shampoo, just all kinds of stuff. And then you could just use your essential oils. So cruising right along, essential oils are also great for oral care. And a friend of mine just sent me a video the other day about how harmful fluoride is to our bodies. And most toothpaste that you find, in the grocery stores and places nowadays have fluoride in it. And I'm happy to say that doTERRA offers a toothpaste with no fluoride, and the toothpaste is amazing. So even in brushing our teeth, we can avoid some unnecessary chemicals. So another way to use the oils would be for cleansing the teeth, the gums, and the mouth, promoting a fresh breath, and promoting healthy teeth. And some of the best essential oils for that are clove, cinnamon, cilantro, coriander, fennel, frankincense, helichrysum, juniper berry, lime, peppermint, and spearmint. And one that is not listed here is On Guard. On Guard is absolutely amazing. So I just want to give a shout out on this slide to clove. So if you are experiencing some issues in your mouth with your gums or a toothache, clove is almost, it kind of numbs the area. It's very intense. So I do caution when you use this, maybe just put a little bit on your finger and rub it in. It's going to be very, the flavor is going to be very intense, but it's also going to numb the area, which is kind of cool. So if you've got something bothering you, it's going to help numb it. And then clove is an amazing oil that's also going to help minimize any germs that might be lingering in that area that might be causing an issue. So great oil. And then the reason I mentioned On Guard is On Guard has clove and cinnamon both in it. So it's really going to pack a punch if you're using it as a mouthwash or on your gums or anything for that nature. And again, dilution is important, especially if you're going to use it with children. I actually don't know anyone that's used essential oils with children in their mouth. So I would take great caution there and use lots of dilution. Moving right along. Another great thing to do is to add essential oils to your toothbrush. As toothbrushes sit out, they tend to have bacteria from our mouths or just from being in the bathroom. So putting a drop of On Guard on your toothbrush or some clove or cinnamon. But one thing that I absolutely love is an essential oil mouthwash, and it is so easy to make. So I have just, a 16-ounce glass bottle in the bathroom. It happens to be an amber bottle. It looks just like that one in the picture. And I will just add about 16 drops of On Guard, and then I'll fill the rest with distilled water, and it makes a beautiful mouthwash. You want to shake it up every time before you use it because the essential oil and the water will naturally separate, but just give it a good shake, and then I just, take a little swish and swish it, and I just love how it feels. Peppermint would be another great one to use as a mouthwash, or spearmint or cinnamon, or, get creative, see what you like. But I highly recommend making your own mouthwash because it's so refreshing and it costs almost nothing to make.
I can add something.
Yes, please.
With the toothpaste, my son, he's 15, so I really can't consider him a child, but he just transitioned from the fluoride toothpaste to the On Guard toothpaste.
Mm-hmm.
but he likes the minty flavor of the fluoride toothpaste. So he will put a drop of spearmint or a drop of peppermint right on the toothpaste before he brushes his teeth in the morning. And that kind of helps bring him back to using the fluoride toothpaste. And it makes him feel like he's got fresh breath afterwards as well.
That's good to know, because I know that some people do like that. Also, something I noticed when I switched many years ago to the On Guard toothpaste was, when you use, just a regular toothpaste, and let's say you eat something right afterwards and it tastes awful. I don't notice that as much with the On Guard toothpaste. It doesn't leave that feeling of whatever's in the other toothpaste. If that makes sense. I don't know if you noticed that at all, Julie, but it's just...
Yeah, I can see that totally.
It's freshening, but then it's not lingering, like, in a weird way.
Like you're tasting the aftertaste of chemicals.
Yes. And here it is, our On Guard toothpaste. The On Guard toothpaste also is made available in samples, which is great for sharing with other people, and again, for traveling, or just, keeping one in your purse too. And the peppermint beadlets, those are amazing. They're a great breath freshener. The peppermint beadlets are actually only 1/4 of a drop of peppermint. So you still get a very nice minty burst. I love watching people try them for the first time because their face just lights up. Another thing that I love about the peppermint beadlets is that if you take one and if you're feeling really stuffy, if you bite into the beadlet and then kind of, rub it to the roof of your mouth, it really helps open up your sinuses, as well as freshening your breath, all at the same time. So those are great products to have on hand as well. So other ideas for using essential oils during your daily hygiene routine would be anything, showering or bathing. I've seen some recipes for shaving cream, which is still on my list to try and make. Deodorants and perfume and cologne. I mean, the minute I started using essential oils, I wasn't one that really loved perfume or cologne to begin with, but on special occasions, I would wear cologne or perfume. I can't really stand it anymore.
No, isn't that weird?
Yeah. I think my body's like, ooh, this is just synthetic. Get it away from me. But I really love using the essential oils in my daily hygiene routine. Excuse me. And I feel so much, not only am I just, again, getting that benefit of smelling all of the oils when I'm getting ready, but I know that I'm putting good things on my body, and that makes me happy. And then I'm just kind of like a human diffuser as I go out into the world for the day. So that's kind of fun. Another great thing for essential oils is using them on your fingernails or toenails. Something else that's really fun to do is to have like a little spa night. You can do a little foot bath, do a little foot soak with some Epsom salts and some essential oils. And then after your feet soak for a little bit, rubbing some Deep Blue Rub on your feet. It is like just giving yourself a little spa treatment at home. It's amazing. And, while you're soaking your feet, you could have the mud mask on your face. So just really think about scheduling some time to pamper yourself and use these amazing products and just feel amazing afterwards. And that is all I have for using essential oils in our personal care. I'm going to hand it over to Julie so she can talk about our upcoming events.
Okay, the weekend of February 23rd and 24th, we have our Wellness Summit in St. Paul for wellness advocates who are elite or above. There's a Friday night party that you can sign up for. And then I believe all day Saturday there will be a big event with some people coming in from headquarters to talk about doTERRA business and the wonderful use of oils.
Yep. So in the morning on February 24th, they're going to talk about why doTERRA and more focus on some of our products. And then in the afternoon will be a business training that I'm sure will be amazing.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. It's always fun to be with our doTERRA family.
And if anyone online has not registered yet, if you could go back, Glenda.
Oh, sure.
The link to register is found right here on the bottom of the slide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely make sure you register. I don't know where they're at, but sometimes these events fill up rather quickly. And then there's more later in the year in more cities across the country. Do you want me to speak about this one, Julie?
Yes, please.
Okay. So a wellness summit is kind of a mix of some business with some product education, whereas the regional trainings are product education only. So it's amazing for people that are just really happy doTERRA users that just want to learn more about the oils and the different product lines. This is a great event for them. And I'm hoping to go to the one in Chicago on May 11th and May 12th. And I encourage you, if you know anyone in any of these areas, or if you feel like traveling and grabbing a few people to go to one of them. It was amazing. They did one in Minneapolis last April, and the day was just packed full of awesome education. It was all different leaders in the company, and also there was someone from corporate here. Just a great time to learn more and just be in the doTERRA culture. Just very fun. Do you want me to keep going, dear?
Okay, so next week, the webinar will be on emotional aromatherapy. It is one of the enrollment kits, which includes the Lumo diffuser. Will be highlighting all of the different oils in the emotional aromatherapy and how they can help you. I know Glenda also blends a couple of them, which are amazing. And then our next business meeting will be Saturday, February 17th at 8 a.m. And we will not be doing an in-person meeting. It will be via Zoom, so information will be sent out on that. And then Julie Gramatz is going to be doing a make and take on intimacy at her massage salon at 54th and Penn on February 12th. And she'll also be doing an Intro to Oils class on February 19th. So if you have anyone who is interested in doTERRA and you haven't been able to invite them to one of your own classes or do a one-on-one with them, invite them to this on February 19th. And then we have moved our team events. So our next one will be February 27th, and it will be a fun game night. And I'm sure there'll be some oil prizes involved with the game night.
Always.
And if you're having any classes or events, please let Glenda or Julie know, and they will put your events on this calendar for the next webinar.
Thank you. And Julie, thank you so much for joining me this morning and standing in for Julie G.
Well, thank you. It was fun.
Yeah. It's fun to just get oily and chat on Wednesday mornings. So thank you, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you're in the Minneapolis area this weekend, just stay safe and with all the Super Bowl events. But we will be back next Wednesday. Thank you.
Thank you.